Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny, and tonight we're here at Jack Salter Stadium for boys soccer action as the Slidell Tigers travel to take on the Covington Lions in the oldest rivalry here in St. Tammany Parish. It should be a good one tonight. Let's get to the action. Slidell kicking this one off, dropping it back. Their kicking was Jorge Ovalle. So they're passing the ball around deep in their own territory, looking to get it out of there. Covington pressuring. Here's an opportunity for Covington. They can get a pass off up to Christian Brown. Needs to keep it in. Stays inbounds, picked off by Slidell, going the other way. Quickly the other way. Well done. Good job keeping it in bounds. Grant Yenny and Rhett Sharp up here in the booth here at Jack Salter Stadium as the ball still continues to quickly be passed around, and now a break in action for the throw-in.
Yeah, a lot of action here to start this one from kickoff to now, and this is what I think we expected from this matchup from the start.
As I said in the open, the oldest rivalry in St. Tammany Parish. A lot of soccer have been played between these two squads.
Absolutely.
And coming into tonight, Covington, the 16th ranked team in the LHSAA Division I. Slidell, number 37. So Slidell looking to battle. This could be a big win for them to get them back into the playoff hunt, whereas Covington is looking to stay in that range to keep a home game. Or even a bye if they can move down far enough.
Yeah, and I talked to the Covington High coaches before the game. I went down there and talked to some of these guys, and they're really happy with the team this season and some of the holes that are traditionally been in their game. As this is a great attempt here, and really well done on the defensive end. Still in bounds. And over the top, but some of the holes that they've had in previous seasons, whether it be defense, midfield, or some of the some of the forwards, all that's been addressed, so they have a really complete team. So we'll see.
And that was really solid defense there for the Tigers, but it looks like one of the players, Ovalle, is shaken up, going behind the goal there. He'll be walked off the field as a sub comes in for the Tigers, and they blow the whistle to start the action back up. It's the kicker, Matt Rowley, kicks it away. This will be a throw-in for the Lions over here on the near sideline. And Hayden Bigner will throw this one in. Long throw-in for Bigner. It's Christian Brown. Brown outside to Bigner. Shot blocked away. Following it up is the Lions, and that one scooped up. Aggressive play early.
Yeah, it was Gage Larson coming in with that defensive stop.
Job by Larson coming back off of an injury.
Yeah, injury last season. Back in there tonight for the Tigers.
Drop down, battling for it, kicked up by Caden Beck. Throw in from Bigner. Wide open teammate at midfield for the Tigers. That one deflected. He gets it back. Has room to run. Ball through. And out of bounds as the pass intended for Justice Gambino goes out of bounds.
Heavily weighted pass, but almost perfect in these field conditions. Again, we haven't spoken about them in this game, but they are slick. The field has retained some moisture for the past couple of days.
Yep.
So these cleats are going to be essential tonight.
Yeah, that, and you had a girls' game prior to this one that tore up the field pretty good.
Yeah, a little bit. I was down there just now. Like I said, the field is the conditions aren't the best, but we've definitely seen worse.
Yes.
You know.
In horse racing terms, you would say it's sloppy.
Very sloppy, for sure. Switch fields off the mark.
So it'll be a throw in for the Lions on the far side. Ethan Leonard. Dumps it off to Austin Parks. Long throw in into his teammate, Donis Soravila. That one through to Jacob Lloyd. Lloyd up for Brandon Core. And Brandon Core, a returning all-state selection for the Lions. That one kicked down out of the box is the keeper, kicking it away. And that's E.J. Lang.
EJ's a freshman, from what I understand. So
stout play from the freshman. He's got some size for a freshman, too.
he does. I was down there again. Got to see it firsthand. He's a tall guy. Always good for
the prototypical keeper build.
For sure. And that was a good decision he made down there just now to kind of get out there and kick the ball away.
So throw in, a free kick coming for the Lions.
This is a pretty good opportunity for the Lions to maybe do something.
Kick down close to the goal, header up. And it'll be ridden out of bounds for a corner for the Lions. Taking the corner, Donis Sordo Avila. Header just over the goal.
Yeah. That was a big-time move from the Lion. That's Core.
The all-state selection.
Yeah, he's their leading scorer, and you can see why. Able to find that ball and just direct it over the goal slightly. Ball back in play now. Slidell trying to find a footing. And it's a miscue, and it's a one-on-one.
Shot.
Slidell slots it past the keeper. And that is a big-time mistake for the Lions as the Tigers capitalize.
Caden Beck with the goal.
Caden Beck with the orange cleats tonight was able to capitalize again on the errant pass from the Lions back to defender really wasn't there, and he got beat.
So the score 1-0 with Slidell leading. And how do you prevent that now moving forward?
I mean, that's one of those things where it was a momentary lapse of focus, and that ball kind of just slipped through there. And it's one-on-one with the keeper, and any good offensive player, midfielder or forward is gonna close that out pretty quickly.
That one through. Covington looking to equalize. Here's Ethan Leonard, far side, passing in the core and taken away by Slidell. Look at the speed of Charlie Amaya.
Yeah, Amaya really with some nice ball skills there. And Covington looks a little out of sorts now after controlling most of the possession up until that goal.
This one kicked up and over. Caden looking to run it down once again. Looks for the cross, and it'll be scooped up by EJ.
Yeah.
Slidell getting it back. Shot over the head of EJ. Wow,
Yeah.
Good job using that long arm to bat the ball away.
I thought he got beat for a half a second.
It looked like it was going over his head and in.
And he was able to get that right arm and punch it over the top of the goal. Well done from the Lion keeper, but right now the Lions are
on their heels.
They definitely are. I don't think they expected that goal, and now it's taken them a few minutes to kind of regain their composure.
Corner kick coming from Charlie Amaya. Amaya putting it down. Covington able to kick it away. Kept in bounds as Covington takes it back and quickly going the other way due to some slippage. Mason Corwin.
Yeah, you can see the field down there just kind of mangled.
And that rolls right into the arms of Lang. Here in the 10th minute.
Core.
And that'll be a whistle.
Yeah, that's a whistle. Taken down from behind.
So free kick for the Lions.
This is just out of a comfortable shot-taking distance, even though I suspect that we'll see a shot. But this is, I mean, most keepers at this point are going to be able to see this before it actually gets to the goal enough to maybe make a reaction. Let's see. And that slipped. Looks like me before the game.
Yep. It was Sordo Avila. He put a lot into it, though. He was going to go for the shot. That one just sailed with the slip.
Yeah, he fell and then got too much under it. I feel his pain. I did that before the game.
Did you wipe the stain off the side of your pants?
My pants took a beating.
But once again, in your defense, you're in loafers.
That's right.
He's in cleats.
Correct. That is the only defense I have. But, again, it just speaks to the field conditions and how, I'd love to see these two teams, even though it's early in the game and whatever, just because of the rivalry that they have, and it's cross parish, cross district. I'd love to see this on a dry field.
Yes.
That ball almost thrown into the net, and we're going to have a goal kick.
As the ball is retrieved there by Matt Rowley.
I think it's as exciting as this game has been and will continue to be, I'm sure. On a perfect field, these two teams will probably, I can't imagine. The traction is just not there tonight.
No, it has to be cleared out there by Nick Dalmy. But, it would be good to see this match on – if you can't get a dry field, at least like turf at Lakeshore. Yeah,
that'd be cool too. A little turf action. But this is what we got, and this is what the Covenant's going to have to play through now, down by a goal, and that might be a deciding factor there.
And let's play on with Charlie Maya. Cross nearly hitting the official there, getting out of the way. Good quickness from the yellow shirt.
Larson cuts that out.
Larson looking to run it down. Battling on with Donise.
Shot.
There's a shot.
Wow.
Good quickness there from Rowley.
Yeah, that was a fingertip deflection, and that could have been an equalizer real quick. The Lions are very good at countering.
You played 4 times in this rivalry matchup, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean to both programs?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, these guys, we talk about it a lot, but wow, look at that.
With the bike off the mark.
It's going to be a high kick, I guess. That's unfortunate. But, getting back to your question, this is an important game. When you get to be in high school, you know exactly who these guys are. They know who you are. There's not a person on this field who doesn't know who they're playing, because you come up through rec, you come up through the recreation leagues, and you play, in the fall, in the spring, and in the school year. So it's a big deal, and it's fun to watch.
That one comes down, headed Slidell's way. There's Charlie Amaya once again. Justice Gambino. Headed up to Brandon Core, the cross.
Oh, wow.
Shot, goal! Yeah. Buries it.
Wow.
Donise Sordo Avila with the goal. Credit the assist to the All-State selection, Brandon
Huge.
Core.
He saw Avila across the pitch there, and that was a precision cross to the foot. And then the finish. And that is why Covington right now is ranked 16th.
So tied up 1-1 in this matchup. Yeah, Covington in this this is a big game for them to move up in rankings. Get another district win. Kicked back, Caden Beck. That one through and up to Jesse Bozeman. Bozeman, once again, looking for an option, kicking it downfield. And that'll be out of bounds, a throw-in coming for the Tigers. And more slippage on the pitch, that time from Mason Corwin.
Yeah, the more we play tonight, the conditions are going to continue to deteriorate. That's a through ball that the Lions can't get to.
It's a reserve ball picked up by Rowley, and that'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. Kicked away, heel flick. Beck. Taken back by Covington. He put a lot on that one just to get it past the Slidell player, and they say it stayed in.
Yeah. And then it's going to be a throw-in, right? I mean, could have easily been a corner kick, but and now Core going to just slowly walk to get this ball.
Yeah. Taking his time to get back. It's 1-1. About almost to the halfway point here in the first half. So the first quarter is almost over.
It's been a good one. Core going to take the throw in.
That's a long throw in.
It is.
Here's Covington.
In the box. Somebody, wow, just Slidell able to temporarily get it away.
Core. Getting it back. Bigner. And they're trying to move it downfield, but they can't find options, so they're moving it laterally. And that'll go out of bounds for a throw-in.
Nice move.
Quickly down, and that's kicked away with force by Austin Parks. And they're one of the Covington reserve players running over to toss the ball back in and keep the pace going in this matchup. This will be another throw in for the Tigers. Headed back by Covington. Only one player really in the area of the throw-in, but a lot of Covington players.
Right.
Here's Core. Taken back by Slidell. Matt Cooper. And they're going to drop it all the way back to keeper. And out of bounds. Here's Gage Larson to throw in. That was a near handball.
Close. You see Coach Inman across the field. He's the assistant coach this season. Good friend of Channel 13's.
Yeah, my color commentator for football, my broadcast partner.
That's right. That ball almost slipped through for the Tigers.
That one close to midfield. Slidell taken back. Covington.
Good ball.
And deflected off of Mason Corwin. That should be a corner kick for the Lions from Donis Sordo Avila.
Yeah, that'll be the corner kick, and we have a couple of substitutions for the Lions as well. So a lot going on with this break in the action.
Yeah, out goes Jacob Lloyd. In comes Roger Ponce. Check that, Zach Schmidt.
And there's the corner, nicely taken.
Headed down, Core! And that's a goal, followed up.
Wow.
It bounced off the post and followed up for the goal by the guy who just checked into the game, Zach Schmidt.
Well, you talk about a super sub. There it is, 2-1 now the score. Core again with the assist/score. And another great game from that young man as the Tigers and the Lions are tangling here at Jack Salter Stadium.
So Slidell now looking to equalize. They came out quick, had a defensive breakdown for Covington, took the 1-0 lead, and now Covington scored 2 unanswered goals.
Yep.
We're about halfway through the first half here. So this one could be a high-scoring matchup here tonight.
Yeah, I think Covington has their sights set on a victory here, and Slidell's going to have to really figure out how to work the channels and get the ball offensively again. You know, that goal they scored, I don't want to say it wasn't a fluke, but it was a definite mistake from the Lions that they capitalized on. And I don't know that the Lions are going to do that all night. So the Tigers are going to have to generate some more offense.
The corner coming from Donis. Header.
Oh, wow.
And just off the mark there from 2 players.
Nicely done.
Looking to cross.
Keeps
Maybe
it.
keep it himself.
Oh, wow.
There was the cross and deflected away by Slidell. To the middle. Covington looking to work the ball down. Slidell trying to take it back. And there's Matt Cooper. Core keeping it inbounds right on that back line. To the middle, headed away by Slidell. Core, shot. Well over the goal. And there's a reserve ball behind the goal that they'll use, but someone's going to need to retrieve that other ball.
Yeah, that went to the hedges on the back fence.
And kicked away by Rowley. Dalmy. Look at the speed and quickness of Sordo Avila. Here's a throw-in coming. Kicked up, Schmidt, and just popped away by Rowley.
Rowley and E.J. Lang trading the goalie techniques.
Now awaiting the ball. There's a reserve ball next to the net, but they chose to retrieve that one. That's currently in the hands of Donis Sordo Avila. Puts to the middle, header, core, opportunity to follow up, and that's a goal.
That's a cross, yeah.
So another goal for the Covington Lions. That makes it 3-1.
Wow.
As that just crossed the line as the keeper was trying to scoop it in.
Scoop it back, yeah, and that's the ball. All it needs to do is cross the entire ball across the entire line. It's not like football, like American football, where if it just barely, the ball has to cross the line, and it does. So well done from the Lions to come back from 1-0.
Now leading 3-1 here in the 25th minute. Taking back Schmidt. Off the chest, here's Core. Core looking to try some fancy footwork to get around Nick Dalmy, and it's taken back by Slidell. Quickly going the other way. Covington needs to clear it away.
It's good work.
Good defense there from Dalmy.
Yeah, Dalmy able to take the right line of defense there.
And pressuring, aggressive play there. A lot of slippage, but they're fighting for the ball. And
the referee is just saying, play on. I like that. Nice.
There's Amaya.
He's got a man open. It's cut out.
Covington going the other way. Justice Gambino. Core.
Whoa.
Good footwork from
Nice
Core.
move.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a next level move there. And there's the field conditions again.
Gambino looking to run it down.
Whoa. That was he took a shot on his goalie.
And he goes and he hugs
Yeah,
the keeper.
sorry, man. Yeah, that's great. EJ Lang back there like, what is going on, man? I'm your teammate.
Gambino running over, giving him a hug, saying, my bad. So throw in coming for the Tigers. Here's Amaya looking across. Taken by the Lions going the other way. And deflected. This will be a throw in for the Tigers as Matt Cooper runs the ball down. Cooper, long throw in. Gambino runs it down. That's deflected, and that'll be a goal kick for the Lions. So Lang setting up for the kick. The freshman keeper. As subs come in. Core going to take a well-deserved breather. He's certainly been a spark. Whenever they get near the goal, it'll be interesting to see what happens now when Covington gets in closer to the goal with him sitting out.
Yeah, you're right. I think they have
breather.
they have some players that can kind of, fill the role, but he's really a strong midfielder and commands the passing game for the Lions.
Pass back.
That's nice work from the Tigers.
Scooped up Lang. Need to correct a mistake. 17 for Slidell is Justice Gambino. 17 for Covington is Hayden Bigner. So
yeah,
the errant shot earlier, all of that,
yeah.
That was Hayden Bigner. They're not Gambino.
These things happen, Grant. We have two rosters that look the same.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm sure it's not the last time it'll happen to us, man. Out of bounds. Nobody there for the Lions.
Here in the 30th minute.
So about 10 minutes.
Match.
Yeah, about 10 minutes to go in the first half.
And what do you think both coaches are going to say to their teams once they reach half? When you have Slidell down 3-1.
Yeah, I really think Slidell's going to have to come up with something a little extra, you know, offensively to keep up with the Lions and with core. And they're going to have to regroup at halftime and maybe discuss, you know, not a lineup change at all, but you know, some type of you know, offensive situation. And we've got some action down here in the box for the Lions.
Yeah, here's Christian Brown with the fancy footwork, and now kicked away by Slidell. That is Justice Gambino.
There you go, Justice Gambino. But, yeah, the Tigers are going to have to amp it up next half, just bottom line, if they want to keep the pace. But the Lions are playing excellent soccer right now, Grant, and I think Coach Scher has done a good job with them. It's the first time we're seeing them this season, and they're a pretty strong team, passing-wise and shooting, and you know, a complete team, like I said before, which is, you know, good to see, because in years past they haven't been. So I think it's both teams are very competitive, and this is exactly what I expected before the game.
How much of that? We talk about development, and when we call Mandeville games and Fountain Blue games and stuff, we talk about the development through MSC. How much of that has to do with SISA?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is it's a huge factor for this area, and especially for the guys that play. You know, these guys more than likely have played, like I touched on earlier. They played since they were kids, or at least played some type of soccer. A lot of them until now. And that has a lot to do with right down the road from here, where they play, you know, every Saturday as a kid. And then
even some of them in the fall, before the season starts.
The fall, and you know, there's spring leagues now.
Right.
You really don't ever stop playing, and so the conditioning is always there. You know, I saw before this game started, neither team really warmed up a whole bunch, and here they are, you know, they're ready to go. You know, they were. I was down there, and the referees were like, "Well, when do you guys want to play?" And both coaches were like, "Whenever you want to start." So that's kind of the you know, the testament to the kind of condition that these guys are in, and how they're able to run the field like they are.
And throw in coming from Caden Beck. Drops it. Throw in Matt. Well, we have a sub coming in.
Yeah.
In comes Brandon Morgan. So Gambino throwing this one in. Dropping it back to Ovali Garcia. That one through. Amaya looking to run it down. Lang waits for it right at the line and scoops it up.
Man. I like Lang's decision, but it's a tough one to make.
That's ice water in the veins.
There's a through ball. Core trying to run around it. Gets to it.
Core. Opportunity. And kicked away. It's still in bounds. Amaya looking to save it. And I believe the official will say it went over the line.
It should be a corner kick, but we'll see.
It'll be let's see. This is
throw in.
A throw in from Sordo Avila. Looking to get around Gambino. Puts it up and headed away. Good defense there from Slidell.
Tigers got to get out of the box.
And scooped up by Rowley. Up and through. Here's Amaya. Amaya he passed it to himself.
Yeah, it's nice.
Stumbled. And Lang will scoop this one up. Good punt away. Here's Amaya. An aggressive play there from Christian Brown. Bigner out of bounds.
And Lions not afraid to mix it up with the Tigers.
Morgan, long throw in.
Good pass. And that ball gets away from the forward.
Slidell looking to move this one downfield here as we get very close to halftime. There's Avali Garcia. Pass taken the other way. Jesse Bozeman and out of bounds. This will be a throw in for the Lions. As the sub comes in. Christian Brown coming out. It's Chris Olivia checks into the game. You see the field conditions, the wet field conditions, as players are wiping off the ball before throw-ins.
Yeah.
That one kicked up, and Rowley will get a hold of it. They let it go. Bigner to throw this one in. Kicked away, Leonard. Bozeman. That one cut off. But throw in coming.
A good through ball in the box.
Opportunity.
Oh, wow.
And Slidell able to kick that one away.
Good work from the Slidell defense.
But good. Sordo Avila was right there.
Yeah, he's been around the goal all night long.
So we have a whistle on the field. And this will be a free kick for Rowley. Covington gets it back. Lloyd, shot into the hands. Good save there by Rowley.
Right at the keeper.
Amaya. Stolen away, Core. Core puts it up and tangled up, play on.
Wow. Referee says play on. Lions keep the ball in the box, and there's a shoulder. This might be a PK.
Looking likely.
Yeah, we're going to have a foul in the box, and the Lions with a big opportunity here to further their lead. Core going to take this one.
Shot. Goal. Buried it. Just and the keeper guessed right. He went to the right side. He was just short. It went past him.
Yeah, he dove kind of he dove the right direction and then kind of
shallow
his body. Yeah. It was very awkward and he almost got it, but Core able to slot that in the back corner.
And that makes it 4-1 right here before half.
Yeah, the Lions are in command here at Jack Salter Stadium right before half.
4 unanswered points.
And Grant, you know, these Lions they're better than I thought they were going to be. For sure, I haven't seen a Covington team.
They're solid. They look like a good unit, and for sure the best squad we've seen in the last this is my 3rd season here. Best squad I've seen since I've been here.
Right. At halftime.
Yeah, that'll take us to half. It is 4-1. Covington leads.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports. Fine arts. And learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
Kicked away by Covington to kick off this second half. Covington leads 4-1, and they have been very dominant so far. I mean, that score obviously reflects that, but if you see them once they get down near the goal, Core it has been quite a player, as well as many others on this team, sort of Avila.
And Core gets a free kick here right in the front of the 18-yard box. The referee's going to put the ball down. This is a golden opportunity for the Lions to kind of get another quick one here in the second half.
Brown. Looking to put this one up. The lefty. Too much on it.
Yeah, just kind of got under it. Never really had a chance.
So Rowley retrieves this one near the track. He'll take the goal kick. Booted away. Tried to be cut off there by Covington. Slidell regains possession. Going the other way, and that will be very close to the line. Cleared out by Slidell. Here's Core. Keeps it short into Bozeman. Bozeman takes the shot and just left.
Bozeman went shot and or back post. No one there. But Covington keeping the pressure on in the second half.
So Rowley once again kicked this one away for the Tigers. And we'll see if they get that spark here in the second half to close this deficit. Core pops that one up, keeps it in play. They say he went out. I was going to say that's exceptional ball skills.
That would have been something special for sure. The line's been down there saying not quite.
Thrown in, Core kicks it back. That one nearly through, deflected off of Slidell defenders. But once again, Covington dominating the possession here at the start of the second half. Core, shot just off the crossbar.
Yeah, Covington really attacking the goal now.
And we'll see Rowley taking the kick once again. Keeps it low. Going the other way, Slidell. This is Melvin Ruiz.
Out of bounds.
Throw in coming from Hayden Bigner. Back here's Avila. Core. Fancy footwork. Look at that.
Yeah.
And tried to keep it in bounds, but that goes out.
Yeah, Core's over there just making it look easy with the footwork. Took a pretty big spill in the mud there just now, though. Nice chip.
Up. Opportunity for Covington. Shot.
Oh,
And
wow,
off the crossbar of the American football goalpost.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions are just relentless at this point. And so many of their shots are off just a fraction.
He's still 4-1. Arguably should be 6-1 right now.
Yeah, right now, there's two huge opportunities missed.
And that went through Christian Brown. Brown to Core. Blocked away, and the school bell at 7:49 p.m.
Night classes. Jokes. Just taking off the ball.
Ethan Leonard, good job there. Core.
Nice switch.
Core gets it over to Avila.
Good ball in the
Opportunity
box.
for Covington again, and that should be a.
Oof.
Do they call it?
They don't.
No.
They don't call it.
So that'll
but,
just be a goal kick.
Man,
that was dangerous, though.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a corner kick, actually, but that is
Okay.
a tough no call. You know,
It's a penalty kick.
I don't. The referees never want to get into the penalty cycle, but you got to call. You know, when you see it like that, but maybe he got ball. I don't know.
Opportunity for Amaya.
Amaya with the wheels.
Yeah, Amaya's speedy. Pass up, and Lang once again.
Yeah, EJ just gets out there on the fringe of the box and waits for it, and that is a gutsy move again. I mean, one false move, and that ball is past you.
But here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Does it matter where the ball is at the time you pick it up, or does it matter where your feet are?
I think it matters where your feet are, Grant.
Okay, because then in that case,
Yeah,
he's fine.
Otherwise, he's picking it up out of the box.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
a handball.
Yeah, I think as long as the keeper's in the box, you're good to go.
Okay, well then that's skill for
Yeah.
the freshman.
Yeah.
That's impressive. And absolute, I said it before, but ice water in his veins to wait there with players running at him, waiting for that ball to roll into his hands.
For sure. Slidell now looks like they have an opportunity to put a free kick on target.
Is Melvin Ruiz. And after Ruiz sets up, Mason Corwin kicks it, and that goes out of bounds for a goal kick for the Lions. Keeping it short. Taken back. Amaya deflected off of Bigner and out of bounds. throwing. You got to love the pacing of this match tonight. It's Lang falls on it there, but there really haven't been too big of lulls.
No,
it's constant action.
Yeah, they're going at it for sure. And, you know, Slidell still competing like it's a 1-1 game, which it was for a little bit.
Cross. Avila looking to get around. Cross again to Core.
Oh, wow, that's just a little bit off there offensively. Core could have swung around and taken that shot himself.
And there's Amaya racing down that far sideline, keeps it inbounds. And it's impressive the amount of, the ball tricks and the fancy footwork that these players are using. It's impressive that that's even possible to happen with the slick surface and the mud.
Yeah, the conditions are really not conducive to that type of cutting, but they're still doing it, and it's still pretty impressive for sure.
Here's a free kick from Ruiz.
Let's see if he takes the shot.
Yep,
Yeah.
and buries it.
Wow.
Melvin Ruiz makes it 4-2.
Huge.
Wow,
Yeah, that
great
was,
shot.
That was well done. E.J. Lang is kind of bewildered that went over his head. He looked like it caught him so off guard that he didn't even react in time. Just really well done from the Slidell Tigers. And, we've got a match here. 4-2, that's a
4-2 with 30 minutes left to play.
reasonable score.
Here's Core.
Let's see what the Lions do to answer.
Ruiz there, aggressive defensively coming up. Core goes past him. This one up through to Core. And they need to Slidell looking to kick it away. Going the other way. Up. Lang dives on this one. He gets away from him. And that'll be a PK.
We're going to see what the referee says. I'm not sure.
Well, it looked like Lang grabbed his leg as he was going to.
Right, but before that, let's see. You're probably right, Grant, but I want to make sure before we call the PK that is what the referee's calling. We got a card coming out.
A yellow.
Yeah, that's going to be on Lang, and an opportunity for the Tigers to get even closer. And Lang's going to have to actually take a step off the field for the PK, and he is upset.
So Logan Tassin checking into the game at keeper. There's only one keeper jersey.
Yeah.
So now Tassin putting on Lang's jersey.
Yep. So this is an interesting turn of events here in the last 2 minutes. The Tigers pull within 2, and then, here's a penalty kick. This is huge to take it to 1 with the.
And there's still 30 minutes to play.
There's a lot of time to play, and this isn't. This isn't the keeper that's been in the entire match, because E.J. Lang, the recipient of a yellow card. So this is big.
Mason Corwin to attempt the PK. Sets up. Lefty takes it, buries it. And that makes it 4-3.
So the Slidell Tigers battling back here in Covington.
Yep.
And, man, that is a big swing in momentum.
One-score game.
Yeah, one-score game. 5 minutes ago it was 4-1.
Yeah.
So let's just think about that for a second as we continue.
And plenty time left in this one, too.
Yeah, this is just, up the ante for both teams, really. I mean, the Lions are going to have to answer now.
As Core passes over to Jesse Bozeman. Bozeman back to Core. Speedy Core looking to get past the defender, Mason Ruiz.
Nice ball. Crossed in.
Core loses footing, gets back up, and takes it right back. Opportunity. Rowley drops it, but able to fall right back on top of it before Covington is able to capitalize. A good punt away from Rowley. Austin Parks up to Bigner. Kicked away. Here's an offside called on Melvin Ruiz.
Yeah, just about 2 steps off. Otherwise,
that
it's
was
off
one
to
of
the races.
And that was one of the more obvious calls we've seen all season.
Yeah.
Free kick coming for Jesse Bozeman. Kept on the ground to Core. That time Core looked to get caught in the mud. Back to Tassin, who scoops it up. Logan Tassin, the reserve keeper, punts this one away. That one picked off by Slidell. Bigner again, facing Amaya. There's Bozeman.
Stolen.
Looking to run it down. Avali Garcia.
Oh, wow.
Opportunity.
One-on-one.
Shot. Goal. And we are tied up.
Unbelievable.
4-4.
At the end of the first half, I never would have thought that Slidell would be able to come back like this, and they have. This is an unbelievable turnaround for the Tigers in halftime. They must have just kind of talked themselves into a frenzy, and here we are, 4-all.
And now Lang able to come back in. He had to go out due to the yellow card.
Yeah, Lang going back in for the Lions after the yellow card vacation.
Well, he didn't have a lot of fun on that vacation.
No, none.
Whoa, and they blew it into, they blew that into play a little premature as Tassin's still on the field and Lang doesn't have his jersey all the way on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Officials just weren't looking back there to see.
The referee knew that the goalkeepers were being changed.
Yeah.
And now Tassin jogs off, and we'll have a restart. 4-all, Grant.
Yeah, 4-all. Slidell has scored 3 unanswered points.
8 goals total in the game, which is just a lot anyway.
Now Core passed through.
Ooh, looks to split defenders.
Gage Larson clears it out.
Larson doing good work tonight for the Tigers.
So this will be a throw-in for Core. Core, very long throw-in. Header back. Slidell looking to get it away. And that will go out of bounds for the goal kick for the Slidell Tigers. We're about halfway through with this second half, entering the fourth quarter of the match, as we like to say.
Yeah.
And retrieving the ball is Austin Parks. Throws it in. Ball down. Slidell kicks it out. That's out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Lions. So we talked about in the first half the club systems here with Sisa feeding into Covington, but also there's a huge growth in that club presence and skill over there in Slidell. And we talked about that in the girls' game a little bit, but we haven't touched on it too much here.
Yeah, just, I mean, the parish-wide, the soccer programs are really a big deal right now, and I think it's just progressing on to the high school ranks. You know, we've seen every team through the years kind of step up and have seasons where they have players that are really, really, you know, polished, and a lot of that is due to the time they spend away from school, the school recreation, and do the you know, the rec ball for their, you know, community.
Yeah, and I mean, it's for high school ball, it's from November to February.
Right.
And then the rest of that year, you're playing club ball.
Yeah. A lot of these guys play on traveling teams that are just really, really strong.
And that corner kick headed back, and that'll be another corner for the Lions.
Corner coming the other way.
So it's Donice Soto Avila to take this corner kick. Avila puts it up. Header. Slidell looking to run it down. Here's Covington. Gets it back. Zach Schmidt. And a good save by the keeper. Schmidt scored the third goal of the match. He made it 2-1 for Covington. But a good save from Rowley.
This has been a dream second half for the Tigers and a nightmare for the Lions. So,
what adjustments do they need to make? I mean, obviously, you know, halftime's when you look to make the adjustments, but since halftime, they've had 3 unanswered goals scored on them being Covington.
Right.
So what adjustments do they need to make now here in the second half of the second half?
I mean, you know, these goals came so fast that I don't know that for the first 10 minutes or so, it looked like the Lions were going to run away with it. And then all of a sudden here are the Tigers. And, you know, the adjustments are going to have to be made on the fly now. You know, you can't stop. There's no timeouts.
Right.
You know, they can only, you know, sub in players with instructions, and it's a lot more difficult to do than have them sit down and talk about what we can do next or how we can, you know, kind of circumvent this onslaught of goals that have been kind of just poured on. So, you know, it's gonna be a test of the perseverance and the strength of both teams at this point, because it's a tie game. So, I really feel like the momentum, and you probably do too, has swung to the Slidell side, but I still see possession, you know, going Covington's way. So
it's been more.
It's a unique game.
It's not sustained drives that have scored for Slidell here in the second half, and here's Core and Covington going quickly, but as that goes out, as I was saying, it's not necessarily sustained drives. It's more just explosive plays and taking advantage of opportunities presented to them.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
have led to Slidell scores.
The penalty kick and the free kick are definitely two things that, I mean, you know, you have control over those, and they've you know, taken advantage of them.
Goal kick from Rowley. And a lot on that one from Core. Goes out of bounds, bounces against the track. Caden Beck. to Matchasang.
Here comes the Lions.
Covington with an opportunity here. Here's Avila looking to run it down. Good defense there from 34, Jacob Gordon.
Yeah,
to
really
just
strong.
stay in Avila's way.
Avila was in his coat pocket the entire time.
Back to Avila, looking to keep it inbounds. Passes back to his teammate Leonard. Leonard back to Brown. To Parks. Core. Shot deflected off Gage Larson. Core pass through. Here's an opportunity for Covington. The cross. Avila shot.
Oh, wow.
Off the crossbar. Rowley into the goal.
Man.
As Rowley just couldn't haul it in.
Wow, the spin on that ball was so much that Rowley couldn't get his hands around it, and man, that's something else. Off the crossbar, Grant, with enough forward spin that I think when Crowley went to grab it, it just spun right out of his hand because when it hit the ground, it rolled through the net.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that makes it 5-4. Covington reclaims the lead.
Unbelievable match tonight.
We've had 9 goals.
9 goals. Just it's a really, really fun game to watch and to call.
And Lang tossed that one. And yeah, in my time here at Channel 13, outside of like lopsided blowouts,
sure,
this is the most goals I've ever seen in a match.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen very often. So for us to be here and broadcast it tonight, I think it's special, and I think that these two teams deserve a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
For battling like they are tonight.
There's Nick Dalmy. Kicked up.
Oh, wow.
Here's Core. The speedy Core running past defenders and cleared away. Well done, Gage Larson.
Gage Larson, the last line of defense for the Tigers back there, and Core was on his horse. And that's just thrown in. And,
goal!
Wow.
Another goal for the Lions makes it 6-4. Here with about 10 minutes to play.
Slidell wants to know why that wasn't offside, and the linesman, he was on it. It's just they got caught watching the ball.
So 6-4 here late, and you talk about explosive plays.
Yeah, just one after the other, right?
Yep.
So that ball was thrown into a player behind the back line, and he ran onto it onside. That just cannot happen.
And Lang scoops this one up as Avila has to jump over him. Core pass up to Avila. Avila battling it out with Gage Larson. Larson kicks it out of bounds, so this will be a throw in for Avila. Core. Ooh. Oh, and that play. Okay, there's a whistle.
There's a shoulder. Quickly.
Oh, quickly. Core puts it back in play.
He's not worried about it.
Looking for the cross.
Gets it.
And the shot. And
wow.
Just right. But off the mark. And Covington, that was heads up play from Core because he took that bump.
Yeah.
And then he just said, you know what? I'm just going to put this back in play quickly, and we're going to score on you.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't finish by doing that, but that was his mentality.
It was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of player that you really want on a team, he'll take a push, and it really doesn't affect his play one way or the other. I can tell you that in my time as a soccer player, that wasn't the case for me. So it's fun to watch someone who doesn't have that type of attitude.
Out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for the Tigers. As the ball is retrieved from the hedges. Ruiz looking to throw it in.
Taking his time. Finally goes short.
And that's out of bounds off a Lions player, off core. Throw in coming once again from Ruiz. Back to Ruiz and deflected off of core.
Yeah, core gets the deflection, and the Tigers get the corner kick.
So we're about 7 minutes left in this one, but we're going to have a little bit of stoppage added. Crossed. Going the other way. It's Leonard. Back to Avila.
Avila comes up. He's okay. Looked like he was limping for a second.
And hiking the ball back. Covington now up 2 late in this one, in good spirits.
Yeah, it's been a really back and forth battle.
Here's Core. Kick downfield, cleared out.
Ooh, hits the camera.
Hits the camera. And
Wow.
that one, the camera went. If you couldn't see it on your screen, but
Yeah.
Rhett and I could see it. The screen just went black.
Yeah.
Here in Jack Salter Stadium.
Wow.
Back. The speedy Hayden Bigner. And that'll be a throw in for the Tigers. Quickly thrown in. Ball being kicked around. Here's Core.
That ball just sits there.
Shot across the face and out of bounds.
Wow.
That'll be a goal kick for Slidell.
Another opportunity missed from the Lions. That cross a little too much pace.
Kicked away. Off the chest there, looking to get through. It's Chris Olivia. Back. Collision, and that'll be a throw-in for the Tigers. It's Holden. And that'll be a throw-in coming for the Lions. Here's Avila.
That's a good ball.
Avila. And kicked away by the keeper. This will be a throw-in for for Leonard. Core tripped up. So free kick coming for the Lions from Christian Brown. Brown keeps it low. That one up, no whistle. And it rolls out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. Wind picking up big down on the field here late in this one. Pass goes to Leonard. That's out of bounds, but no call was there. Brown kept in bounds. Well done, Leonard. Looking for the cross. Avila deflected and out of bounds. This will be another throw-in for Leonard and the Lions. Core to throw this one in. He gets a lot of power behind it. Long throw-in. Here's Slidell. He'll get it out of there.
No call.
No whistle there.
Shot
Off the post.
Wow.
Deflected. Goal for Brandon Core.
Wow.
Core with the brace.
Yeah, that was a great shot from distance.
That makes it 7-4.
Yeah.
11 goals scored in this match.
This has definitely been a high-flying affair from both teams. It looks like the Lions are going to come out on top when it's all said and done. But, you know, just an effort put in from both squads tonight.
As mass subs come in for Covington.
Covington's going to put in some of their younger players for that all-important district PT experience.
This one dropped back. And Rhett, what does this say about Covington Lions program moving forward this season? Not only in their ability to score, but in their resilience when they have, you know, a near comeback by Slidell.
Yeah.
What does it say about this team?
Man, you know, that's a great question. I think it says a lot about him. I haven't seen a Covington team like this, and, you know, I've been doing this for quite a few years as well, and it's one of the best put together teams I've ever seen from them. And I really think that, you know, they're on par with the North Shore right now as far as, you know, skill level, which is something that I haven't been able to say in a while. You know, I just think that they're putting together a full game now, which is really nice. You know, I think Slidell, you know, they're putting in a heck of an effort. So for the Lions to be able to do what they've done tonight, it says even more. Yeah, I just think it's a great thing for Covington moving forward, and I'm excited to see what they do later in the season.
And then Slidell, they've certainly showed their strength as well, and this is one of the better Slidell teams we've seen in many years.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Slidell's definitely able to put goals on target. I think that the only thing that separates these two squads right now are just a couple of missing pieces that Covington's been able to put in place, and Slidell just doesn't have the same level right now. You know, and it goes back and forth. But, you know, Slidell's been better for years, and now Covington just putting a 7-goal, you know, game in against a district opponent. It's unbelievable to me.
Their throw-in from Caden Becht. Covington looks to get this one away. They'll drop it back. And it's booted away. So we'll have a throw-in from Ethan Monchesang. Here's Beck. Gambino. Out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in for Jacob Gordon. Here's Gage Larson. Kicked up. Chanson. Chanson downfield again. Collision, but play on. Zach Schmidt kicks it through. Keeping it low there. Throw in coming for the Lions. And this will be booted away by the keeper. Beck. Beck again. And that will do it. A high-scoring thriller here at Jack Salter Stadium. And the Covington Lions come away victorious. So let's send a thank you to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, Director of Broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams, color analyst tonight, Rhett Sharp. What's up? So from Jack Salter Stadium, where the Covington Lions win 7-4. My name is Grant Yenny. Good night. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.